welcome to the Red Light Special Live. I'm your host, Yaminah, aka Madam Yam. It's Wednesday. Wednesday's a hump day. We're making it a fun day over here at Red Light Special Live, y'all. We have things to talk about. We talk about what's going on in the world, pop culture, relationships, all those kind of things. And we always love to hear your feedback, so always leave a comment in the comment section. And thank y'all so much for coming through and tuning in. Let me bring in my co-host, Miss Trena Be Real, the activist, the actress.
Hello, darling. Hello.
Mr. Apollo Sadiq. What's up?
Hey.
What's good? How's everyone feeling?
Well, you can go first because I was going to say I am feeling fantastic. It was a beautiful day. I had a little Himalayan salt cave moment in action, so I'm feeling rejuvenated and healing powers and just in the middle of my bed, ready for my 6:30 a.m. call time.
Yes, 6:30 a.m. call time.
Yes, you know how that be.
Oh, girl, I hate those.
So you already know you got to be up at like 4 o'clock, right?
Exactly.
4 o'clock, yeah. Get in there early in the morning, and then you would have like all this. I know for me, anytime I've had to be on set before, if I had the early call, I would have all this anxiety. Oh my God, I gotta wake up on time.
I can't sleep that night. It's like I be waking up every hour on the hour thinking it's that time.
Right.
Mind you, my clock is set, so I don't even know why I keep waking up. But that's just miss the bus, miss the van, because you miss the van, honey. You got to get there on your own.
Okay.
That's why you just straight determined. You know that New York hustle. Yeah. I know all about that New York hustle, child.
And it's so funny. I was on a I would say it was Zoom. It was a Zoom for actors workshop, and I was talking about doing background work, and there's different sides of it. People like, well, you don't want to do too much background because you'll never get taken as a foreground. I just don't believe that. I believe you learn. And when God sees that you're ready, you will get the role that is for you, or you will create and write the role.
Yep. And you make a lot of great connections on set too. And you're allowing yourself to be seen, and you might be an extra that day, but if a director or someone sees you and they're like, you know what, you're perfect for this one part that I got, or I've been writing something, like, you know what I'm saying? That's really a lot of times how it goes. A lot of people are discovered by being an extra.
Hello. Tell somebody.
So, because people you have to be in the room to be seen. You know what I'm saying? So,
and especially when people not, inviting you to the table, you have to sometimes create your own table and you learn, like Apollo said, you meet fantastic people on set.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic people.
Oh, yeah.
It's called networking, people.
I definitely have. I've done some background work, and then I met some people there, and I booked another job when I was a lead role. So you just never know what the opportunity is. And also, like, if you're working on a film and you're trying to get your SAG credit, that works too. So you could be doing, background work and getting your SAG card,
Hello. How about pension? How about getting your pension? How about adding them coins up to be getting pension? People be like, they don't really understand, but I understand it's more to the plan. You can sit there and wait to be discovered, or you can discover yourself and get to the coin. Okay?
Yep.
As the more you up there, you're learning. Like now, I'm about this year, I'm actually about to do some voiceover work. So you get to utilize what you learn different things, and you're not afraid to step out on other things when you're in that world.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
Yes.
Sprinkle all that good.
Sprinkles lots of love and energy, and let's get it, y'all. Just join the conversation and get into it.
Yes. Me and Apollo got something coming up. Apollo is doing a fashion show, creative directing, choreography.
Oh yeah, on the 22nd of this month, which is next. Oh, actually, excuse me, this Sunday coming up. Actually.
Yeah, this Sunday. He's
doing show is this Sunday. Congrats.
And Yaminah is going to be hosting.
Yes,
all right, Miss Yaminah.
They got they got the whole Afro vibe too. So I'm gonna give a look of wine. Entertain y'all.
Yes.
Where is it at?
It's gonna be downtown LA.
I'm excited. Congratulations to you both.
Yes, I love working with Apollo. We understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm glad to hear that we all got things going on. Businesses is thriving and making this move. So congratulations to Trena moving on up with her business. You know what I'm saying? With her nonprofit, all of great things.
Floyd is official, guys. I wasn't gonna announce, but since Yaminah just kind of put it out the bag,
my bad.
Floyd is official. So we will be sending out an e-blast, an email, to the website, and all those wonderful things.
Yes.
But now we are 10/23, ready to do business.
Yes.
So that's a whole type of conversation now that I'm just like, oh, I'm doing business now. It's like, and I'm ready to help heal. That's the most important thing for me. It's like, it's not even about the business. It's that the meaning of the business is that we're really about to help heal us.
That's good.
And just to put it, it's not just a black or brown thing. Because I realized today when I went to the Salt Cave, trauma happens to all cultures. Some of it is culture trauma, like how you've been raised, generational like Asians have certain cultures traditions that have to go, and as they get older, they outgrow those traditions. As like the arranged marriages and all those things, and Indians, things that are forced upon you that just doesn't fit your life anymore.
Yeah.
Right.
So we all have trauma, and people have to stop thinking that just because we've got the slave trauma that people don't have trauma. And I had to see that, right? There's trauma in everybody. It's how we all digest it. Some have other advantages, even though they have had trauma. But that's probably why they work the way they work. Like with Asians, they work within themselves, even though they traumatize their own family, their kids, but they will work with each other to make their community look like them.
Yes. And that's what I also love. Like with Apollo, he got his studio, House of Ghetto Stiletto.
Yes.
And people renting out space and having events and things like that. And I think that's, I get really excited when I see my people flourishing with their businesses and then taking the next step. So it's not just a dream, you know what I mean? Because you have a dream, but then once you do the business, once you get down to the nitty gritty, is a process. It happen overnight, and life also happens in between that shit. You know what I mean? So.
And congratulations to you, because as much as you give us cadoodles, you got like 3 businesses as well as you do this every
I know.
something to think of and to give them something sexy and something to talk about in a conversation piece. So, congratulations to us, right? Let's celebrate us, because I think we don't do that enough, right? Because we ready to talk about so much dark stuff in a minute. But let's take a minute to just be like, girl, we're really doing it. Like, even through this pandemic, we have accomplished something, y'all. And I'm proud of us. And I look forward to seeing what else our people out here doing. Because there's a lot of us out here doing some stuff. There's a couple people I'm like, shout out to Mary. Mary got an Icon award. You got me.
We gotta get.
Let's get into it.
So we just had the the Billboard Awards.
Yeah.
Billboard Music Awards. I mean, that's still BMAs, right? So, we had a lot of performers. A lot of people did their thing, and we want to shout out to Mary J. Blige for getting the Icon.
Go Mary, go Mary, go Mary.
Yes, and also Tamika Mallory got an award for Black Excellence, I believe. I know that Diddy brought her on stage, and she has definitely been doing things for the community. So congratulations to all of those.
Tamika, and congratulations to Misa Hilton. She's out here, just did a locust. I think it's locust. Remember locust with the lizard? What is that?
What's the one with what's that?
Wasn't that locust?
Locust?
Lacrosse? I don't know. Well, she just did an ad, and congratulations.
Okay, yes, congratulations to everyone. And
I'm
over here. Let me look. I gotta do a little research real quick. So
I forgot that was before you guys' time. That was in my era. That was like, that was one of those it was like polo for us. Okay, it was like
you talking about the clothes, lacrosse.
Oh, okay.
You talking about the one with the gator?
Yeah, with the gator.
Yeah, I know about Lacoste. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's what I said. She just did a new ad for them. So I was like, okay, go ahead with the
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, Lacoste. That's our old bougie brand.
It's back, and I guess they just doing it again, coming back with high level icons as fashionistas.
Yeah, because if you was wearing Lacoste, baby, that was like, you wearing Lacoste?
That was like having Gucci back then.
Okay.
A polo, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was like a Lacoste or polo. Yeah.
Yes. We also have some things happening in New York. Brooklyn Chop House.
Yes, let's give a shout out to Don Pooh of Brooklyn Chop House. He had his first location in downtown New York, and now he's opened up on 42nd Street, which is a big deal for a black man to be in Midtown, darling. And it's a rooftop, from what I hear, so that the food is just as good uptown as it is downtown. So I can't wait to go there when you come, darling.
Look at that. I love seeing that businesses has been, flourishing, like you said, in the middle of the pandemic, but we are still having issues, as always, with racism. There was just a mass shooting in Buffalo, New York. I know we just was doing all the congratulations, but now we got to get to the juicy part. Like Trena was, not juicy part, but the dark stuff. Not even just the dark stuff, but just the reality of things that are happening that may have us as a people just enraged, maybe not feeling enraged enough. But there was a mass shooting in Buffalo, New York. An 18-year-old white man drove to Buffalo, went to a supermarket, and killed 10 people and wounded 3 people. And this was definitely planned because he had went by that supermarket in March. And apparently Buffalo is where more black people are in Buffalo than anywhere else near that area. So this was definitely a planned situation. We have talked about so many things during this pandemic with the Black Lives Matters, with the marches, the police brutality and everything. And now it's like, it just seems like every couple years something like this happens. Before we had the church and a few other things that happened. But are we not enraged enough? That's what I've been seeing on the internet. I've been seeing in different comments that, are we enraged enough?
Well, I'll start with how I feel about it, just the guns in general. I think it's beyond just one, definitely how he's being handled. Because most of the time, you look at it, anytime a black person don't even have a gun and they get murdered by the police. So just how he's been handled is a problem. But the mass shootings in general, just guns in general, when is it going to stop? Whether they're white or black, when are we going to get control of these guns? That's really the story, because it's not even, you could be it's a white guy today, was a black guy last week on the train, and he went after Asians and whoever else he saw. I don't think he specifically, because he could have came to Harlem, but he didn't. So he went somewhere specifically. So it's all part of this whole psychological thing on both, like turning one against each other when we all are messed up. And we are not the problem. The problem is the guns.
Yes.
Because there's too much mental illness to have these many guns in the street. Like, because that's always the excuse, is mental illness. And it's like, okay, well, we know it's a lot of mental illness, so we need to get a hold of the guns, because you can't go get a hold of this mental illness. And we getting too much access to either be able to build a gun. To the fact that you can even order shit online that can make a gun is a problem.
Yeah, you could 3D print a gun.
No, but that's what I'm saying. The fact that you can do any of that is a problem. Like they have control over the internet for every fucking thing else.
We're the only country that goes through this. No other country has mass shootings like this. We're the only one. Think about it. You never hear about this happening in the UK or in Japan, or like, you know what I'm saying? We're the only, literally, the United States is the only country where this happens.
And so you have to ask yourself, what is that? Is that to stop us from paying attention to something else?
It's the fact that, it comes down to the hierarchy of society. We're not taking the white man's guns away, because that's the only way they feel vindicated and protected.
Well, and
because you know who the scariest person is, the black man.
Right.
So they're not gonna focus on mental health, because why would they do that? That's admitting that something's wrong within your own society and culture, which is white culture. So you would have to say, well, maybe little Tommy, what you gonna pop him full of more pills? You know what I'm saying? What are you gonna do? Because they, mind you, that like they already evaluated him a year ago for posting that he wanted to shoot up a school. He already put all this information online. He did all this stuff. They brought him in, evaluated him. So it was like they deemed him to be not mentally unstable. Reasons why they released him and put him back into the world. But that never changed his ideology of the things that he felt, or the things that he felt vindicated in protecting or being or whatever. So it really starts at the top, because we're allowing people, the Republicans, but his reason is because of the great what is it called? The great race.
We're talking about the great replacement
theory. The great replacement theory, which is something that people have been talking about. It's a new conspiracy going around. So when you have people at the higher levels, like top Republican officials, Fox News, etc., talking about these things, so you have these people saying, oh, well, they're trying to eliminate us, well, I'm gonna do something about it. That's all they need. They just need a little something just to have a reason to just do and be and say and whatever. But it's a society thing. There's a huge group of people. Like, mental illness my ass. He's just a racist. He's just an evil ass racist.
Right.
Period.
At the end of the day.
Because I feel like, more so, people who are mental illness will be a victim before they would actually be one to do something like this, to be honest. Someone with mental illness more likely would have been in the grocery store and gotten shot, or been, hit with a stray bullet or something like that. But it's easy to say mental illness because they're always ready to give their people an excuse for doing things. Oh, they just had a bad day, or, oh, he went through this, or, this and that and the other, blah, 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 blah. And it's the idea that they know that they're protected. Like I say, we need to bring the guillotine back. I mean, think about it. If you know that there's a chance that if you do this, they're going to end up putting you on some shit and cutting your head off, you're going to think differently versus you thinking, oh, they're going to give me Burger King. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they already know there's no fear that, oh, well, if I do this, they're not just going to come out shoot me. They're going to do the best of their ability to talk me off that ledge, talk the gun out of my hand, bring me in, evaluate me mentally, do all these things, make all these excuses. And then, of course, the media is going to, well, let's talk about his mental health. For what?
For what? Why we need to talk about his mental health?
Right.
So it's one of those things to where it starts at the top. That's literally where it starts. And they're giving people a pass to be able to do these things because they know I might go to jail, probably go through a trial, gain a lot of support, maybe some Republican, Trump, somebody gonna come and try to, just like Kyle Rittenhouse. We've seen it perfectly with him. That was I can't think of a closer example that's happened recently other than him.
And he's a hero. They see him on the big national TV. He did what he did, and he's a hero, and he's able to get interviewed and be on television and speak his mind and all of those things. So all I got to do is do this, and I'll be praised for it. They're being trained because it's also coming from their parents. So somebody's teaching them that. You know what I mean? And then having everything with Trump. Trump just helped ignite it. It was already there. It was already happening. Their parents were already preparing them to do this kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? It just needed a trigger, and they got the trigger. And as soon as people think things are cool, we kumbaya, we're distracted by other things that are going on in the world. This is why these kind of things can happen. So what's going to happen? That thing happened. Remember when that mass shooting happened at the in the movies at one time?
Oh yeah.
I forgot what that was.
Batman. I think it was Batman.
I thought that they were going to like change up security or something like that, you know, after something like that happened. And then the whole thing with the church, you know, and then now we have the supermarket, and this is the supermarket. Everybody goes to the supermarket. So are we going to have security, or what are we going to do to prevent this from happening again? What's the solution now?
Who wants to have a solution? That's the thing, because he's doing the bidding.
Security is getting shot. The security guy
yeah.
today.
The security got shot, and he shot at him, and it did not harm the shooter because he had, I think, bulletproof vest or something like that on him, and the security guard did not. And so
I just say this: January 6th in the discussion. If that happened, if January 6th was able to happen, this is nothing. We're talking about literally had time to build a noose on state property. If that was able to happen, this shooting is nothing.
Right.
Security, what security? If we seen them literally raid the capital of the United States.
Yeah. So now they can do whatever the fuck.
They can do whatever the fuck they want. That's the top of the top.
And nothing really happened to none of them.
Nothing's really happening to none of them. They can't even get them. They subpoena them. They can't even get them in court. Now let one of us not answer no subpoena. They're gonna send the boys over right on to us, and we're gonna be like, "All right, I'll be on camera like this." Oh shit! Well,
right.
Bank accounts frozen, everything.
Right.
So when you look at that, it's like, what? So what is a little grocery store or a little church or a little school?
Right.
When we can literally go to the Capitol, break in, assault. I don't know how many police officers, 100 plus, got injured that day.
Right.
Parade through the Capitol, go in people's offices, go in Nancy Pelosi's office, take a shit in her office. If they're able to do that, what is it to them to go to a grocery store and shoot some shit up?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I could go to the Capitol if I wanted to.
Right. For real.
So
our black folks, like you said, coming up.
Oh, baby, we never would have made it on the grass.
No.
We wouldn't have made it on the sidewalk next to the grass before they started pop, 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 pop.
All of it. It would have been a whole explosion, tear gas, and all that other extra
stuff. Oh, baby, they would have.
My thing is this, y'all. It's so much going on. That's just one shooting we hear about. It was like 4 or 5 shootings in New York.
Yep. Yep.
And
so
it ain't even summertime yet.
Right. And
it ain't even summertime. Like you said, the kids ain't even out of school yet.
Kids ain't out of school, and we still got COVID going on. And
now New York has been raised to a high alert. I had a COVID. I mean, I'm on set tomorrow. I had a COVID test for work tomorrow, but I know I'm negative. But yeah, it's high alert.
COVID in New York is on high alert right now.
They recommend you to wear your mask inside. I mean, I get tested a lot for work, so
yeah, for being on set.
But still, like now that I get tested, I'm always wearing my mask around a lot of people just because I don't know what they've been there.
Yeah, you have all of that going on, and then we have this.
Yeah, like it's a different world. Like life is different, and people playing around. You better find joy. You better find peace. You better find a way to make them both come together and find balance.
Right. Mm-hmm. And while people are still being distracted by this whole Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, like I had called my mom.
I ain't being distracted. I just get a key every now and then when I go to Twitter and see some of the clips. She's a fool, girl. Please, first of all, you know what? I can't.
No, say your piece. Say your piece.
Okay, if I'm gonna go and lie, I'm at least not gonna quote something from another movie verbatim.
That's when you know mental illness is real.
It gotta be real. You done shit in my bed and cut my finger off. Hold on now, sweetie.
What was that? Didn't they say that was dog shit in their bed or something? What the fuck was that?
It was shit. It was shit. He said it wasn't. He said it was hers. He said that it don't look like no dog shit. It looked like her shit.
The fact that you would put shit or anything that you own is nasty. The fact,
and call him and laugh about it. Like, and she be lying on stage, she be on set or just lying. Just that's the thing. That's how you know they don't take it serious. How you get to court? Same thing with the Marjorie Green Taylor Green. You literally get on the stand and you lie, and they say, "Oh, well, actually, can present the evidence." Oh, you mean that one time, bitch? If you don't get this hoe and put her in contempt of court and snatch her ass off the fucking part, that's what. But see, this is what I'm saying. They let these things. They let it pass. Once again, I let one of us lie under oath.
Under oath.
Locked up with the quickness.
Under the jail.
When I say you're not in there, like you said, under the jail.
Listen, they're gonna have a whole new law for us.
Mm-hmm.
New one.
But the thing is, it comes down to keeping the same energy for themselves.
Right.
If you think they always keep the same energy for themselves.
Right. Did you guys know we were at the red moon yesterday? Did you guys?
Oh yeah, I felt it.
We didn't even get to. I didn't even mention the astrology because we had. Man, that should have been the first thing I missed.
It's okay. Listen, why am I here? Did I bring it in the room?
You didn't have to bring it in the room, but normally I'll start the show with something astrological is going on, with something going on with the moon. I'll mention that. But thank you for reminding us. Yes, we had that red moon, total lunar eclipse in Scorpio. I told myself, I was saying, and we in the grade, y'all, too. So that's happening. We in the Mercury retrograde. So I just kind of been staying away from motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have been doing the opposite. I have increased staying around the people that make me feel good and and realize that, it's not about them. It's about me,
That's good.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah. It's like, it's not about, who you need to be around and who you don't. So it's not about people. It's just about making sure you're not staying so close you miss stuff. Like today I went out to the Salt Cave and, I just chose somebody to go with me that I felt like wanted to that I know needed it. And because her birthday is on Sunday and, I thought it was going to be a great experience to release some toxic and it's a meditation experience. So why not let somebody else that needs that moment and didn't know it was there? And if you was here, I would have invited you, but it was one of those, hey girl, what you doing? Let's go get some fresh salt oxygen.
Right.
That's the kind of friends I want to be around, whether you white, black, green, or purple. If you want to show me how to live good, baby, call me. All that holding stuff hostage and wanting people to beg for attention, ain't nobody got time for that.
I heard that with the salt. I need one of them. I got my toes done. That's what I did do.
Okay, now feet feeling good, ain't they?
Yeah, really good. I picked me an audio book that I want to listen to, So I've been doing my affirmations and my positive mantras and meditation. That's what I've been doing during this time. And I was working too, so I was getting money.
Ain't nothing like a little change of the pain. Ain't nothing like a little change of the pain. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me.
Yes, because that's what it's about. Get that coin, okay? Got things to do. Businesses to build. That's what we got to do. We got things to
Trips to take. How about that? Trips to take, okay?
Hey, trips.
Don't forget. Listen, guys. Red light district is going away. Y'all get y'all bags packed. We don't know where we going yet, but we gonna figure out one island that we all gonna figure out where we can meet up at, and we gonna get there. Okay, this year, let's meet up.
We gonna bring the red light special everywhere we go. It's gonna be there. It's gonna be there with the red lights.
I could do a little island with a little coconut drink. You know what I'm saying?
Yaminah, let's look into it. Let's look into it and come live direct from an island on a Wednesday.
Because Yaminah, I love me to travel to some island somewhere. I'll be on somebody's beach, girl. COVID fucked that up for me.
Listen, I heard y'all are closer to Mexico, and Mexico is not that expensive.
It's not. It really isn't. Mexico.
Let's look at
Puerto Vallarta. Girl, get you it. Yeah, it's
any of those. Let's get it. Let's get into all exclusive. We're grown ups. Get what the drinks.
And see, that's the thing. Black people, y'all better start learning about these timeshares and it's all exclusive.
Oh yeah.
Now that's one thing my uncle taught me, honey. Before he, hightailed it out of here, honey. He definitely taught me. That's what we be. And the money that you spend, especially when you bring a group of people, girl, please.
Yeah, my dad has a timeshare. I've been.
Well, let's look at these family members that got these timeshares. They're sitting that need to use them times before they just waste them away. And let's plan a trip. Don't waste away, because, like I said, today is the day. Because I feel like I could rhyme and I could play. No, I'm just stop.
And here's the thing about timeshares. Now, this is what I learned. That this is how the other people, the other people. But this is what they do. This is why they'd be like, damn, you always go on a trip 2-3 times a year with grandma, cousin, auntie, niece, nephew, a whole brigade of family members. But the fact is, they know that the more people that come and just get a big old suite, that sits 6 or 7 people, get a villa or something like that. We're paying all inclusive, everything's paid for, the drinks paid for. You paying about, let's say, maybe $1,500 for 7 nights. And that's on a higher range. That's a higher range of all inclusive. But think about it, everything's paid for. And the restaurants,
all you doing is tipping.
Alcohol all day, food all day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Plus, you have all the extra food. They got restaurants on site. You don't even got to leave the resort, and you could resort hop, beach hop, all of that stuff. So when you think about it, let's say everybody's spending. Let's say maybe if you split it between a certain amount of people. Let's say you get 6 people, $1,500. I don't know how much that is, but that ain't much.
How about it's cheaper than that sometimes?
Yeah, it is.
They have a lot. Especially when those slow seasons when they trying to get people there because everybody.
You get a 7-night stay for $900.
And how about we don't even need that long? We could do
exactly.
We gotta get back to work. We can do.
Well, I don't know. No, I'm sorry. I can't do no more. I have to do 7 days because I've come to realize when you do 3 or 4 days. Yeah. You don't really feel the vacation until like the 4th day.
I don't mind the 7 days. It's just as long as people, you got plans. Because sometimes people want to do 7 days and they just want to sit around. They're like, come on, let's do something. Can't eat every day and just sit here. Like, let's adventure out.
Shit.
See, look.
Bitch, I will wake up to the beach. Huh? I'll go to bed to the beach. I'll go get my breakfast. I'll go back to the beach, sit on. You mean enough? I'll be on the beach the whole time.
It depends on where I'm going. Let me take it back. It depends on where I'm at. Now,
yeah.
Bahamas or Jamaica, I can see that life that you're talking about. But like, if I go somewhere like Paris or somewhere,
oh no, that's different. Yeah.
I want to just venture out to different towns in those 7 days so that I can make a real like journey of that part of Europe or something.
Oh well, yeah. Now that definitely. But now if you sending me to some island somewhere, I don't want to be nowhere but on the beach.
Yeah. I'm down
eating.
I'm down for that. I'm down.
I'm down. Eating and drinking. That's definitely.
And here's the thing that people don't understand. Also, timeshares can be passed down. Some of these timeshares, you have 99 and 100-year contracts. Wow. So you're able to pass your timeshare down to the next generation. Timeshares are also generational wealth. And this is what these other families have come to realize, that when you have these times, you can sell them if you want to. You could have other people paying you to go on these trips. Oh, you want to use my points? Go ahead, use my points, but you have to pay me about $1,200. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, timeshares are a monthly thing, isn't it? It's a monthly.
No.
No, some of them are. Some of them you can buy them out, but some of them they pay monthly. Because I know my daughter was paying like monthly. So
well, because you'll have your fees depending on how you have it set up, but you'll just have your fees for the year, if anything. That's your maintenance fees or whatever for the timeshare, and that could be, let's say, $1,200 or something like that. But what you paying for your maintenance fees, and then it's all points from there. So like sometimes it's like, well, I need to go use this timeshare up because these points is going to expire for this year, so I need to go take a trip real quick and go use up these points for this timeshare. Some of them do roll over, some of them do get passed down as well. Like it just depends on what type of contract you have set up with your timeshare. But you could gain points and you could pass those points down to your children, your grandchildren, whatever. And if they want to sell it or if they want to keep it, whatever they can do, but it's collateral.
You could definitely rent it out. Like he said, you can sell that space because you might only take one trip a year and still have 3 other trips that you can sell out to people.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, I'm down for that.
So just, all y'all listening, I know y'all, especially when you get to Vegas and stuff, they be trying to stop you, but just go in there and listen. You might get you. And a lot of times they be offering stuff. They be giving stuff away sometimes.
Right. I done got a couple of trips that I ain't went on, but they be like trying to
me too.
I'll give you 2 trips just to come listen to this 30-minute. I go listen and they say, you sure you don't want to join? And they be trying to give you everything.
All you got to do is say, no, thank you for your time and the free continental breakfast, but no. Now give me these 2 tickets. Give me this free 7-day vacay package and these 2 tickets to the Brazilian barbecue buffet.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm traveling soon, so I'm about to be on my way. That's what I plan on doing. So we're gonna chat about this some more.
Yes.
And we're giving our listeners some generational wealth information, something you can pass on to your generation and your family, and health is wealth and wealth is health, and we need vacation for our mental health, and
experiences are part of mental health.
Yes.
When you go out, you get to see the world from a different perspective.
Yeah, exactly.
And your problems don't look as hard when you go somewhere else and see people with worse problems.
Right. And May is mental health awareness, y'all. Mm-hmm. Well, y'all heard it over here at the Red Light Special Live. Thank y'all so much again for coming through. And you know that you can see us every Wednesday. Wednesdays, fun days, we making it a hump day. And that's summertime coming up, y'all. I know
we almost there. 2 weeks away, basically.
2 weeks away, you know what I mean? It's time to be just, free from so much sweat.
Right.
Her clothes, dresses, that's the vibe that I'm on.
Sundress season is approaching.
It's approaching. I think I just gonna keep it cute and beautiful and dress, Cause tight clothes, cause I know in the summertime, especially in New York, the big body gals come out with the poom poom shorts. They be the first one. And I'd be like, that is so hot up the cooch. So I like loose clothes.
Down there cooking stuff.
Summertime, especially in New York, is moist, is humid, is hot, and hella mosquitoes. In California, is hot, especially in the valley, but it's a dry hot.
Ooh.
So, just have your fans and your air conditionings ready, y'all.
All right. Well, I love you guys. You have an amazing weekend. Nobody told you y'all gonna do amazing shit. Like you heard it here first. Y'all gonna do some amazing shit out there.
Okay.
We all about that amazing shit. And we can follow us. We got Trena Be Real. You can follow Trena Be Real. We have Mr. Apollo Sadiq. And you can follow your girl Yaminah. And Arta Legohn. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. We will be back next week, Wednesday. Stay blessed. Stay pure. Stay having fun. Stay being you. We out. Ciao. Sex, love, and relationships with tips you don't want to miss. Keeping it sassy with all the swag. Don't you want to kiss? Wednesday hump day, we're making it a fun day. You don't have to hit it rough. From the West Coast to the East Coast, let me see you throw it up. Stop by, drop a like, and we'll say what's up.